Hey guys, welcome back to my channel C4D Wala, and in today's video we are going to learn about the Cinema 4D dynamics, and with the help of those concepts we are going to create one looping animation. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Here we are in Cinema 4D. So as you guys know, if you want to apply dynamics, we need some objects in our scene. So first thing we will do, we will go to the shape options and we will choose one shape. Let's say choose sphere, and make sure that you are pressing ND so you can see the edges and vertices. If you hit Ctrl R over here, as you can see in render, we will get the sphere. Now select the sphere, and if you see over here, you will get this option called segments. You can increase and decrease the segments, but if you decrease is totally low, like 3. As you can see, this is not a spherical look, so this looks something weird. Now if you hit Ctrl R, it still looks like sphere, because this is what we call shape object. Now if you hit C to make this object editable, as you can see, we are not getting any segment options and radius options, because now we have converted this shape into editable objects, so we can adjust the points and etc. And now if you hit Ctrl R, you will get this shape like this, not sphere. So we need to keep that in mind. So I'll hit Ctrl Z. I don't want this object to be editable because we are not going to create any model over here. So go to the object and let's make this segments to 20, not much more, because even if you hit Ctrl R, it will still looks sphere, so we don't need that anymore. So like I said, in this tutorial we are going to learn about the dynamics. So first thing we will do, we will create one floor over here. Select this flow, and we don't need to change the what we call settings of flow. Now select this sphere. Let's move this over here. Now let's increase the segments to 30, like that, and I'm going to change the radius to 300, like this. And now we will make this object editable. And now select the rectangle selection tool and select this faces, and I'm going to select this much face, and let's delete it because we don't need that. Now select this sphere. Let's move this over here, like this. Now select those points, hit Ctrl A, right click and make it optimize. Select those faces, hit Ctrl A to select all the faces, right click, choose extrude, and make sure that you are choosing create caps and extrude it outwards. And then bring our subdivision surface and select this sphere and move inside this subdivision surface. Let's move this sphere something over here. So if you see, we will get something like this. If you hit Ctrl R, we will get this kind of shape. Now select this subdivision surface, subdivision editor, let's make it 1, and this one also 1. Let's see, by hitting Ctrl R we will get something like this. So let's make it 2 only. Yep. Now select this subdivision surface and this pair, right click, connect object plus delete. So now we have this object like that. Now we will create another stuff, like let's say sphere again, and move this over here. And let's change the segments to 15, and we are not going to make this object editable because we don't want much more edges and vertices in our scene, otherwise it will get stuck your system. So and make the radius to 40. If you hit Ctrl R, as you can see, we'll get something like this. Now bring our camera in our scene. So what I'm doing right now is just preparing my scene. We will see the main subject of video later on, but first let's prepare our scene. So select this camera, and I'm going to decrease the field of view and zoom out. Select this. Let's enable this camera like that. Yep. Now let's see our dynamics. So select this sphere, right click and go to the simulation tag and choose rigid body. Now whenever you apply rigid body, it means your dynamic is applied. Now if you hit play, let's move this over here. If you hit play, as you can see, it's falling back downwards because of gravity. And to change the gravity settings, all you need to do, hit Ctrl D. So as you can see, you will get this project settings, and in dynamics, as you can see, gravity is 1000 centimeter. Now because of that, it's falling down. Now suppose if I make this minus, it will fall up. So this is the basic concept of this gravity. If you make this 100, it will fall a little bit slowly. So let's make this 100 centimeter. Now we will focus on the dynamics. As you can see, the dynamic is on. If you make this off, obviously it's not gonna work. So let's make it on like that. And in triggered, as you can see, we have this immediately at velocity, on collision, by espresso, etc options. So we will see that in my further video. Now select this pair, and if you hit play, as you can see, we will get something like this. Now select this subdivision surface, right click, simulation tag. Now as you guys know, this is gonna be our still object, so we are not going to apply the rigid body tag. We will apply the collider body like this. And if you hit play, as you can see, you'll get something like this. But if you see, it's falling up because as you can see, if you select this subdivision surface and this tag in collision options, as you can see, inherit tag, let's make this to apply tag to children and individual elements all, and let's see play. You'll still get something like this because in shape we have selected automate. Let's choose this static mesh, and now if you hit play, as you can see, it will act like a bowl. Sorry, yeah. So I have applied rigid body tag to this one, and on this one we have applied the dynamic body. Let's revise it again. Let's delete those tags again. Now I'm going to select this pair, right click, simulation tag. Let's choose rigid body tag, apply tag to children all, and we will not change anything, automatic. Now select this subdivision surface, right click, simulation tag, collider body, apply tag to children all, and let's move to static mesh and see, we will get this kind of stuff. Now as you can see, this is the basic dynamics concept of Cinema 4D, which is very easy to understand. And now we will bring back our cloner. Now select this pair and move inside this cloner. Select this cloner and mode linear. I'm going to choose grid array. Now select this cloner and move this over here. Go to the right view, and let's do one thing. We will move this over here, so it's not gonna be in our scene, somewhere like this, like that. Now as you can see, because I'm going to animate, my camera is always shaking, so I don't want that thing. So simply select this camera, right click, go to the Cinema 4D tags, and over here you will get this tag which is called protection. So simply click on it like that. So it's not gonna change the position of my camera. And now I'll uncheck this because my camera is now protected. So now we'll select any object and press S to proper showcase. Now select this pair, and as you guys see, we have applied this rigid body tag. Now select this cloner. Let's increase the vertical height and increase the vertical clones also, like that. Let's enable the camera and let's see. Yeah, and now if I hit play, we will get something like this. Now we have to increase the duration of this one, so let's increase the duration to, let's say, 200, and move this over here. Now we will select this subdivisions first surface, select this, and let's call this as bowl, and hit OK. And by holding Control, I'm going to create another bowl, and Alt click on these two options to hide it. Now, and we don't want this tag over here, so let's delete it for now. We will focus on this one also only. Now first we will play this animation, and around 80 frames we will select this bowl and go to the coordinates, and we have to move this on x-axis. So create one keyframe over here and go to around 1110, and now go to the top view and we will move this until it will go out of our camera and create another keyframe. Now if you see our animation, we will get something like this. Let's move this to 120. Yep. Now we will select, uncheck this bowl, alt and click on these points. Now select this bowl, and now we will make this parent with this bowl. Make sure that you are at 120 frame, and then you have to enable this and make it parent with this bowl, and select this what we call dynamic body tag. By holding control, we will apply this tag to this one over here. And now let's make this timeline to 120 only, and now if you hit play, we'll get this animation, then we will get this animation. So now as you can see, this animation is in the form of loop. Now our animation is done. Now we have to apply some lights and colors. So go to the light, select this area light, increase the height and width of this light through the coordinates. Go to the top view, move this over here, press R for rotation, rotate it like that, and then rotate it like that, and then press W for global coordinates and move this over here. Now go to the top view, by holding control, move this over here, press R for rotation, then W, then rotate it like that. Select this light, go to the general and shadow. I am going to choose area. Same thing for this light also, choose area shadow, and go over here and let's see. If you hit Ctrl R, we will get something like this. Now select those lights, press E. Let's move this over here. By holding control, we will move this over here, press R for rotation and rotate it like that. Press E, move this over here, and let's see, we will get this kind of shape. Now create our materials. I am going to create white material, apply this to this flow, double click on it, go to the luminance panel. Let's make this brightness 75. Now we will apply this same color to this bowl, and let's see, we will get something like this. I think too much lighting, so let's select this light and let's hide it, and let's see the render. Let's select this light and let's hide it, and let's see the render. I think we need to reduce this brightness to, let's say, 40, and let's see. Yep, this looks good to me. So this light and this light is off. Now let's play. If you hit Ctrl R, we'll get this kind of stuff. Now double click and create one material. Now select this sphere, and I'm going to hold control and create another sphere, hold control and create another sphere. Now we will create 3 materials over here by simply double clicking. We will apply first material to this sphere, second material to this sphere, and third material to this sphere. Now select this first material, select go to the RGB, select whatever color you want, then enable the luminance. Again select this purple color only, let's make it 50, and then select this material 2. Over here I am going to choose blue color, then choose luminance, select this blue color, let's make it 50 luminance. Now select this third one and let's make it green, sorry, not in luminance but over here, change this color to the different, or go to the luminance panel, let's make it 50. Now go to the start and let's play. We'll get this different colors. If you hit Ctrl R, you will get this kind of stuff. Now if you want, then you can enable this light, and let's see how does it looks. It looks something like this, and let's enable this light, and if you see, it will look something like this. Or if you want, then you can apply any of this color to this one. Yep, this one also looks good, and you can apply this color to this. Yep, this looks also good. Yeah, So let's delete this white things, we don't need that. And as I said, we will get this kind of stuff, and now your animation is ready to render. So as you can see, with the help of simple things, we can create this kind of looping animations with the help of C4D Dynamics. So, and then you are free to render this. All you need to do, go to the render settings. If you want to change the ratio, you are free to do that, and let's make it 1080, resolution 300 instead of current frame, all frames, and go to the save. You can choose JPG format, and over here you can choose where you want to render. I am going to create a new folder, then again I'm going to create another folder for render, and over here you can type the text that you want. I'm going to type dynamic and save. This is gonna be my JPG file in the sequence like 0 to 120, and then after all this, save this file to the appropriate position, which is very important. And then all you need to do, simply click on this option, or shortcut key is Shift R, and now your animation is on render. So all you need to do is wait, because this is gonna take a little bit time, because it's dynamics and your lights are also involved in it. So as you can see, 12 seconds per frame, so there are 120 frames, so you can calculate how much amount of time it will take to render the whole animation. So yep, that's it for the today's tutorials. We will see you in the next lecture.